he caught up in them. Mm. And see, when I met him, then again, it's like, bro, what is y'all playing? Exactly. And to turn around and use that to benefit. And again, that's my thing. I be trying to tell people, like, bro, that's both sides. They all these folks is interested in this business. The Democrats, the Republicans, all of them. lifetime experience also like like riding or like eating sit down. I feel it's so awesome. Like if I really get stuff like we gotta do is make if we did like oh they have the pancake soccer team that's $35. Yeah, that's not bad. This Mexican one is very good. It's like a big major like NFL soccer level team, just like the major. Worst comes to worst, damn, I keep forgetting I can't go because it's Sunday at 12. I keep breaking this down and negotiating it. I'm like, God damn it. I need to go on Thursday. It's cheap on Thursday. It's 40 on Thursday. 16. Parents change their mind. Yeah. They names are unique and different for them. That's 20. These orders are on. Oh, Maximus is on $7. Yeah. Sugar free has been 2 years coming. Close the district on Wednesday. Closing on Thursday, $57. Very cheap. Ooh, D Savage at the Region Theater, 620. His shit more than Post Malone, which is crazy. Stick in the trunk. I got a stick in the trunk. Hey, appreciate Kanye's love for Jesus Christ. Cause that's how I feel about Griffin. He really hilarious. Me and him have a great show. R.I.P. Jesus. Them niggas still ain't slick. And you met Rodney, right? Rodney is like the perfect kid. You just it's yesterday decided to come back here. This was like I think right when Trump got ready to get like walk down the street going to prepare for rally. Like reincarnated. I keep choosing to be reincarnated because that fear feels just because of my nature having a fear of things like talk about hurt. I know I can hear myself, but I want to hear the game. That be the thing too. I be having my mic connected to this interface, but I wonder if I connected through my capture card, what that would even, how that would work. If that would minimize so many of the fucking problems that I be having sometimes on the. But would I still be able to hear if I plug it in from here? Let's see. Let's just try it out. Usually no though. I got another pair of shitty booty headphones though. Nope. Don't got no jack. What? We finna try something. Okay. My box proper tag. My God.
Welcome, everyone, to what is going to be a wet and sloppy affair. The skies are wide open, and we are certainly in for some challenges to ball security today as we get ready for this showdown. And the Red Raiders will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
You know, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle is the word closer throws. So nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end. Of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The gift to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He'll ride his man to the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Set the tone early in this game. Fourth down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
Want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right. They're sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense in this.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free. For a tackle for a loss.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. From the gun, the running back out. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
These RPO runs, they're like bodybuilders. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back. So keep at it.
The offense has it first and 10 from the 42.
Sometimes be open space, my eyes don't run through.
Use the play fake, now the throw. Trying to make it with his feet.
Defense is not about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes on, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
From the gun, running back gets the air. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success during early.
They'll throw it on first down. Keeps looking downfield. It's complete to right. Checks some ankles and makes a move and gets down to the 24.
You know, it's funny.
Hello, hold on a second. Hello. Hey, how you doing? You still here though? How's he doing? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Times are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw on that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. But you're first. And he's in. Good job. This is nice. This is 18.
You got to take points whenever you can get a nice job putting drive together. Get 6 on the board. No matter how it comes, you just got to keep fighting the score.
You like, hold on, man. You like, sir, I'm gonna start calling you sir.
Try to lead. And he's got the extra point.
Come on, that part, because when you talking to me like your child, you be talking to me like your
They
child.
mean when they say, like, he plays
Man, wait, man, what you think you supposed to be having those?
the touchdown. He'll start the return inside the slot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Red Raiders offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key to their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Right, she like, yeah, we gonna touch down in a minute.
First down for this offense.
Yeah. It's still tough once you, it's
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
because you
And he was just a steps away from taking that one even after the catch. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of the big old true things. And I tell you what, when you throw in the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant. That open, it's easy to pull the trigger, easy to make a decision, make the read, get the ball to your receiver.
Complete to the right. Russell down at the 43 after getting 5.
Well, you coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved. We're getting, so here they are just finding easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him in.
Continuing to turn and he wants to pass it on second down.
Oh, give me that bitch ass boy. If I see you in the next week or so, I definitely. Yeah, man, you know, I appreciate you reaching out to me, and I know, right? I know that's also part of what I'm here for, like in a positive manner, especially for the people who is solid in my life. So I mean, you know, it's a tough experience because again, I think, right, we see so many things in life that don't, or they remind us that again, like this is a facet of life and how it is, and so we already is conditioned to experience this, and we experience it with so many other people. But then it's when it's actually on us, right? It's a somehow we are responsible to manage and to step up to all of these things, and that shows how much you really love your parent and care for your parents. Because understand, it's plenty of people these days who parents done gave them everything that they ever wanted, and we just got what our parents could give to us and the amount of love and support and understanding to make us these solid people that we are, regardless of anything, materials and all of that. And it's like people is taking off and running on their parents, and their parents done gave them everything underneath the fucking sun. So the fact that you doing that for your dad, with the relationship that y'all had, just in the fact that again, your parents, our parents as humans, right? They become mama and daddy when we born, but at the end of the day, like bro, they just people like us that was dating or whatever they had going on. So it's like not to hold that against him and the relationship that him and your mom had and how that affected you and to still be there for your dad, it shows how much you love your dad and how great of a dad that you had. And in these times, like you see everything that's going on, like, you know, like your dad is needed, your presence is needed, but as well it starts at home with you, right? Our peoples, they done left this realm because again, your daddy and my mama, if your daddy was cognizant to see what the fuck was going on right now, if my mama was around to see what the fuck was going on right now, they would be sick. And I realized that. Come on, that's what I'm saying. I realized that before he won last year. I'm like, nah, man, my mama wouldn't need to be here to see this shit. She could be here to see a lot, but this, how this is, nah, she don't need to be here for this shit.
Got it. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza.
Work because there's more work to be done. So just keep your head on straight. It's hard to keep our heads on straight. And again, mental health is crazy, right? We both
off the play fake on first down.
Put us in crisis. Just
fires to the lineup.
These experiences, but just also remember and just keep yourself resolute. In the fact that I just genuinely believe.
In return, there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
So it's just understanding as well. The devil is trying us in these moments too because how much we meant for. You feel me? Me and Damon is like close as hell again. Like he's like literally I be seeing him like every week, every other week and shit like that. Like I be going.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field.
And so again,
boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing the pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the side, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he was able to turn the page, calm him down.
So don't let any of these.
And some people do that.
Life in the world going to do to you.
You get the ground game going, type around them a little bit.
Because again, even what you're going through, like as far as dealing with the, you know, the legal shit and all that. Understand, these niggas out here finna be fucking their life up, running up and down the street right now, doing this shit that they doing right now. Yes, it's a need and a desire to get out there and help people, but again, people their life up because again, like, government, you know, I couldn't go over there to London and just be over there. They gonna come get me.
Just not able to shut it up.
Down your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
So, and again, this is what I'm trying to explain this to people. I'm like, look, bro, I know y'all niggas is mad because the parts of this shit, I need y'all niggas to understand. It's really crazy because this is the most fucked up way we finna see a government work, but don't nobody know that the behavior of the niggas running around in the streets finna make it worse for everybody. They got you were talking about you worried. It means me and you already know niggas is not trying to talk if they see me. And my shit say I came from over the pond, but I'm from over here. And you know based on how it is right now that these niggas is not trying to talk. They might have wanted to talk 3 years ago, 4 years ago. They not trying to talk right now. And so it's like somebody like you who is going to go through this process, figure it out, learn how to navigate it, be supported in the ways that you're going to be supported by people like me, other people in your life. You're going to have to be able to teach niggas how to figure this shit out because, again, they going to need it. And you've helped people always learn how to figure it out. You was one of the first people that in high school was really working, had multiple jobs, got your own car, got all your other friends was still at their mama and their daddy house. You was the one with the job. You was the first one that took off and left. And again, not just left and went to school a few hours away, 20 minutes away. No, your ass went across the nation. So again, right, you always have been very, very foundational at leading the way, even if you didn't feel that way. So it's just, you feel me? That's one of the biggest things. We just got to stay fast to that, stay steady to that, and know that the devil really trying us because, again, if he get us out of the paint and people like us out of the paint, then these people, I was just talking about this, all these people that's going through this shit, they're going to be left to struggle through this. But again, like, look how many people you helped.
Power football with the run. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter.
With ease. And that's the thing, like you said, I don't know if I could do it now. And that's not a state of, that's not about nothing other than, again, just how crazy and how tough life is and just how different things are. Things you wouldn't allow yourself to maybe embrace and try. Right, you might not even take that leap these days. It's not even
here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I allow myself to take that fucking leap and say, fuck.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw.
Like you doing and like you
on the run, still looking.
Looking back at the journey and understanding, like, I'm that. Like, that's a big thing for me right now. Like, my homeboy got me to join a little flag football league, so I'm actually playing. It's like a league.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And so, again, I'm just having these moments with a lot of things where I'm just being reminded that I'm that.
Looking to move it through the air.
Yourself sometimes of that in life
and he
right
fires
now
a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. This offense has a second down play.
Like, we know who people is, and we not haters. So you also see people out here who ain't shit, and they acting like they work for them.
They'll play again after the incompletion.
It's like that's hard to keep yourself the way in which you're supposed to sometimes when you're dealing with that, because again, then you start looking at yourself and saying, well, shit, maybe I'm not doing shit right. But again, like,
after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Like, look at who your daddy is. Look at who your mom is. Like, what? It's a lot of people out here perpetrating. They talking about, yeah, my third cousin on the fifth hand side was a member of the such. No. Yeah, my auntie down the way. Yeah, she's such and such. No, like, you really is that. All of those things that make you very, very unique and eclectic. You really as well.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field.
In your blood.
Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out. Sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out. I just think, Dave, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this.
Gain on that one. He steps out.
Got a really good, fun, solid
Red Raiders moving quickly to the right.
You know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This first half of offense won't go on. Feeling so tough, starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
New Year's, after the New Year's.
He's looking to throw.
But, you know,
setting up the screen.
We actually like are doing really, really solid with each other. Even
on that screen pass, it just never developed.
Sure we not
outside
shit affect how we treat each other.
Things have to come together perfectly. The work, big yardage, and they
other shit is going on, and they don't really express that to you. They just kind of act crazy. Us being able to have that kind of rapport and communication, I think, has been beneficial to it. Because
on 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make it scramble. He's running out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Red Raiders are whirling down the field.
Want to go on a stroll after I finish this game? Jasmine.
Makes a catch and knockdown. Going to work on second down. Red zone is still some ground to cover. Pick up that first down.
What did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working,
No, facts.
getting the
These dudes
touchdown
ran.
pass.
Like,
This
what?
quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
I need to add another. Right down the boulevard.
Personal fun. Nothing the kicker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive. It made me successful.
Agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it. Move on. Play the next play.
It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running.
When you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in play immediately.
Can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Leaves it with the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 31. They've got it at the 41, 30 short, trying to keep the change moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
It ain't for you.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down in these running plays. They're getting chunks of yardage.
Bro, they finna treat this like January 6th. Niggas don't get it.
Moving the change for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
He's got it on the line. And that will go backwards. A negative the defense on high alert
I seen
that
the nigga
time.
get, wait.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11.
They was stomping him out with the horse. I said, oh, no,
Off the
man.
play fake. Looking for space to the left. He just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
And they got him for the sack.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. A linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other.
That's me doing my part.
His head, and he muffed it. Kick into the thing. Kick into.
Y'all, that was so annoying.
Too much contact after the fair catch signal, and it'll cost him here.
But again, though, I know, but that's some good information to tell niggas because see what it is, she doing that like on some mom shit just subconsciously because our family works with information. It's the fact that again, she said to me, this shit happened last week though, not this week. This shit happened basically like last week on the early part of last week, closer to like weekend Sunday. And again, that's what she was saying is that they not telling
Offense
nobody.
lining up for a first down play.
Niggas do go to the store when they do need something like randomly when you do decide and you like, damn.
He's going to pass. This is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. He wants to throw. To the tight end. They make the stuff right there.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catching, smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try and find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage. A nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Find him out there, wait, already picks up the We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Looking to move it through the air.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play some coverage. He did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found a soft spot, and hit his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. He makes it.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. At Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touch 7 to Stanford. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll let it go down the right side. And he's finding the interception of the day. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ricardo Silva Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Got things teed up.
got in the bed before the light went out. Ooh, thunder energy.
Ready to go here in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas Tech has it. offense on its way to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback fan. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
From the gun, the ground game. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really good out. Way up to the 52. Looking for it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Red Raiders will find a way on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
I know it's sexy to play the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of games, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the right. Walk to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's looking to throw. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterback. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
Play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got a man.
The quarterbacks and receivers, they develop chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point was made without it. And we're tied up here in the third. And we're on the square as he said to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Looking for space. It's Stoneburner. They get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They go to the ground. He just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now aggressive like this to make the game. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's Stoneburner. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up the first down.
It was a nice throw by the QB there. Throwing the running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
And there is nothing going on now when you got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Wants to throw on second down. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards. Anchor the line at the 23. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And they're going to have and this is a 40-yard drive pass. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And got tacked. Now they have the lead.
Oh my God.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll do it himself. Nice move there.
Well, I'll tell you, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break it. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the hoop. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Well, does he turn that loose down? Slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He'll throw it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
So frustrating as a defense because you got the offense in third down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field. If somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape, and then beyond all that, you can't even get a good because he slides to protect himself.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the ground with the back. Spin side. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He's going to pass. Showing the arm straight to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On second down, looking to throw. Quickly complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He'll put it down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they'll stop on down.
That play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him, finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They're setting up the screen. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter. We have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Nice job in the field making plays. Nice job. You can tell. It's into the end zone. Nice chemistry with the QB one. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. There's now a 4-point lead in the football. We don't have to check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Middle Tennessee is a This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 9 over Southern Miss. Looking to go up top on first down. On the line, it's Adams. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now. Any updates? Let's see it here. And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On second down, he's looking downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Red Raiders in the hurry up.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. And he might be known for the pitch with he wants to throw it again. And that's incomplete. Defender program. Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. He shanked it. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but it looks as if it'll be around the 45. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll try the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's taken by the defense, and they desperately needed the turnover. And they're driving down after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up.
He's looking for an open man on second down. It's for certain. He is stuck behind the script. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry up. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He doesn't get it to the rest, making some moves, getting the field, making the big play.
It's incomplete. There. The change after the second down misfire. He'll keep it himself. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're trying to slow that rush down with the front. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Right there. On third down, going up top. Quarterback. I'll tell you that somebody's always going to open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
So you know what? I'm going to they didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The offense likely to lead on the run to milk this clock. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Not much room to run. Giving one to the 7. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. The Red Raiders will put total effort and will get started. On the move from inside his father. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused on. got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Mark. They get it in the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play. They get just enough to keep the drive.
They'll give it to him again. They're whistling down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football and run, I'm going to have a success in the offensive side of the football.
And they wrap him up. And number 4, he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
On 2nd down, watch the roll. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Wide out in motion. From the gun, he'll transfer for 3rd down. And the defense is all over the quarterback and down. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. On the run, it's Mark. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 after the 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That one did not go well. Tackle in the backfield for loss of 6. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays,
they make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. You got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Down to this offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. He makes the connection. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to the back. Just letting the bird too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. Second down after that incompletion. On the run, it's Mark. He picked up the bait. Now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where it was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quarterback checking the play. They'll run the toss. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I look at sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this ground.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get away. They're feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to go.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the pass.
Great as it can have a running back. You can basically run your entire route tree. You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
On the ready? Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He'll set up the throw. He is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
They'll run play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Automation block. it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll break up this drive with the pass. They throw. Makes the catch. It's marked. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. He's back to throw on second down. It's a connection. And gets it to the 40-yard line. Get a first down. And you set it down. Time for the completion. Comes out floating on first down. Got his man on the right. And he's knocked out immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Looking at a second and short now. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw it again. But it moves to the wideout. It's down. And he's to get a throw the football just right so he can get run after the catch. Get the end zone. Nice job on the line.
That's great. But listen, a lot of times, especially on passes on the road, got coverage in the guy.
On first down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Out of the backfield, the running back snags it, but couldn't keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He's going to run. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man, it's Mark. He's be a first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to... And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning. So you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I mean,
and they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third down, he drops the throw. He's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Going up top on first down. That's caught. It's Mark. He has this offense rolling with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow. They got the flag. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw.
What's the great execution on this offense? It looked like we're about to go to the year. Now, with this answer to the scoring drive, you got the momentum. Taking it at the halftime. Nice job on this offense. Actually, last drive.
Offense getting set for first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Using the quick game. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires deep.
Man, that is so good. Sideline in the end zone. Down, it isn't getting further.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Dances away from the heat. Sails running in the middle. Finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has been threatening now. First and 10 from the 25. Quarterback checking off. Trying to find his man on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Works his way to the field.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run, moving, just looks to get himself open. This guy plays the
end zone for a touchdown.
This offense, another touchdown. This offense,
Line gets set, first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Okay, ready? Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. Trying to escape and get himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nor the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in the team.
Tackle was made after the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that. First down.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you
Snagged by the defense. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll try to do it himself. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He goes down with a sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in the coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you can do coordinate.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Buying some time. He'll throw one to his right. And it's today. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Tipped up for the tackle.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Russell down after 32 after a pickup of 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away by selling the fake. He had no shot.
He'll have it up for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First, you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
They'll throw it on first down. The And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. He uncorks a ball to the right. 10-yard line.
Well, they wanted this guy catching the ball on the right side of the field. They could have.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. On the ready. Huge play. Puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. The pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Fires to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Firing to the zone. And here's the pick that they need that right now. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return. Got it. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. The give as they work on that clock. They pick up half of it into the 2nd and 5.
And I think if you're the head coach defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Looks up the first down, gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision making in that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself and find out. How am I going to get this first time? I'm going to take care of myself too. I'm going to slide. I practice this read. Baseball slide action. You got to fresh up.
Give to the running back. Really nice stop there for this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. They'll try to get the first through the air. Now sliding to his left. Little bit incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He steps out of bounds, but he defensive out the field. Play the drive. Quick handoff. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll go to the top.
This game is pretty much over. That was just icing on the cake. You know, who's making the cake? Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so everybody gets a game?
On the ready. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Ready. First down here for the offense. On the run. It's Smart. And they're getting some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Ready?
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now that there are 100 points, you've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Got it.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease so that he can make yards for it.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. And they do it again. To the ground and try to move the chain. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Quarterback will audible. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. You get the corner. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And they are again. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in. And this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.